So that basically the Buddha nature is always there, but there are three phases. There's a phase when it's completely covered over by impurities, we might call them. And there's a phase where those are half moved away, so that you've got bodhisattvas and beings, enlightened beings on the path. And then you've got the fully enlightened Buddha, where all the veils and all the impurities, all the obscurations are removed. So there's three phases that look very different, but in fact the Buddha nature itself never changes. For example, you can have a golden vase, a silver vase and an earth vase. But outside they're very different, but the space inside is exactly the same. So we would tend to favour the golden one and think, oh, isn't that wonderful, that's really good. And then you look at the silver and think, well, yeah, they're not quite as good. And then the earthen one, you think, well, I don't know.
Like a plate.
It's not really much of it. But in actual fact, they all contain exactly the same emptiness. So in terms of the Buddha nature, whether you're a Buddha or whether you're an ordinary being, doesn't make any difference. It's the same Buddha nature. It's just the golden one is when you're at the phase of a Buddha, and the other one is at the phase of an ordinary being. And he said, and anyway, you couldn't get the golden one without the earthen one, because gold comes from the earth, it's based on the earth, so you need the earthen one in order to get the golden one. If you look to see where do you get gold from the earth. So there you go. So if you think, well, where do Buddhas come from? From sentient beings. Yes. Like gold comes from the earth. Oh. And for that reason, we are all future Buddhas. Yes. Where are the future Buddhas? Here. We are future Buddhas.
Okay. After a bit of hard work.
What circus do you have?
Yeah,
I'm very pleased that in this stupa we have actually put the rGyud Lama in the heart of the stupa. It's very good. Tender, very good.
되게 망보라 되게 그걸 되게 생겼습니다. 이게 터트려. 근데 첨보요.
He's saying it's very good, very auspicious that we put the RatnaGotraVibharga. Is anyone recording this?
This is on.
Okay. That we put this in the stupa, and we need to, be aware that it's in there, because originally you might know the story of how the RatnaGotraVibharga was put into a stupa by the author of the text, and then when the right moment came, then Maitripa saw the light coming out of the stupa, and he went to investigate, and there was the text, and then he had a vision of Maitreya, who told him, this is a very special text, you must, I think sort of gave him permission to give the transmission for it. And then he was able to spread the teaching of the RatnaGotraVibharga, sort of, because he had this text as the basis. And Lama was saying, that's very wonderful that we've put it in this stupa, and that it's a connection for the future, that the same thing could happen again, that at the right moment light could go out from the stupa, and maybe Maitripa or the equivalent of Maitripa could find it and again spread the teachings again in the world, and they're very, very important teachings. So he's very pleased that we put this in the heart of the stupa.
There's just one number.
So he's saying that the text is teaching about the RatnaGotraVibharga. It isn't the RatnaGotraVibharga itself, but it teaches about it. It explains it. It explains how it is that we have it, and why we've got a reason to believe we have it. So that's in the stupa. But where is the RatnaGotraVibharga really? It's in us. So if we remember that is what the text is about, as we do Kora, as we go around the stupa, then as we're thinking about that and thinking that we're connecting to that as we go around the stupa, it's a very good method for drying out the wet wood. As I was explaining yesterday about you can't set wet wood alight, so you need to dry out the wood. So this is one of the ways you can dry out the wood, so that the teachings can set us alight. We can have the beat pointing out instructions, and they would ignite us. The wood is dry. It's a good image, isn't it? So he's very pleased. He said that we thought of putting the Lama RatnaGotraVibharga in the stupa. He said, I've made many stupas, but nobody's thought of doing that till you. So he says, I'm really, really pleased that you've thought of doing that, and that it's a tendril or a connection, a condition conducive to a huge tree growing in this place that's based on the RatnaGotraVibharga. Yeah, very good connection. So this is the Nyingbo, the Gaba, the embryo. So if we then now make very good pranidhanas and practice well and bring it to fruition, then we'll get the fruit of the of Buddhahood, won't we? So yeah, we've got the embryo.
The stupa is
The stupa is the
womb.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, we're the womb, aren't we? We're going to bring forth the nature.